Hey, how's it? Aloha. Happy Aloha Friday. This morning, I am starting off with The Who. Not The Who as in British band, but The Who, this insanely, absolutely wonderfully talented band from Mongolia that uses cultural instruments and their Mongolian throat singing techniques of thousands of years old in current time metal production. In this case, they're featuring a young lady by the name of Lzzy Hale, and somebody sent me to this and he says, listen, I saw you did this band once before, you've got to check out this track, it is so cool. I'm like, yeah, I'm down for checking out tracks that are so cool, because that's what I do. So anyhow, thank you so much for the subscriptions. I learned something new. I guess you got to hit a bell or something and then you get notifications and subscriptions. Old man, Decomposer. The older I get, the better I was. I don't know these things. Thank you for your support, your comments. Thank you. You guys know that my channel's not monetized. Any ads that run is a copyright claim by the publisher, so I don't make any money on this channel at all. And those of you who have bought me a cup of coffee, thank you so much. That means so much. It helps a lot with what I do with the kids as a ventriloquist and as a volunteer, man. It really does. It does help a lot. And I'm going to be doing some really fun things for them in March because of the help you guys have given me, you know, through buying some coffee. You know the old saying, as long as I'm zooming, I'm doing. I can't even talk yet. Haven't had a first cup of coffee. All right, guys, here we go. The Who, Song of Women, featuring Lzzy Hale. All right.
Across the ocean, carry the seed. I'm your lover, I'm your mother, I'm your sister, I'm your daughter. When kings fall to their knees, they sing a woman's song. When birds scream in the trees, they sing a woman's song. The sunrise in the east sings a woman's song. Every heart that beats sings a woman's song.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to move it forward. I didn't want it to land on that. I didn't want her to see this and go, why would you stop? And my face looks like that. Jeez, this is absolutely perfect for me this morning. It's a great, first of all, it's just an overall right now. This is where I'm at right now, feeling this song. You see me do this, folks, you know what this is a sign of? Chicken skin, if you've been on my channel long enough. This is what this is. has already gotten my cells jamming. Very like, all right, today it's going to be a good day. It's just got that rhythm. One of the things that it has, before I do a little bit more of a deeper dive here, is it has the one thing that I've talked about in songs like Kashmir, songs that are done in Tool, is there is a root note that is going, excuse me, that is going through this. See if I can remember it. That note right there. When I start it, you'll hear that note is going through it as a root, and which is very very cultural, because a lot of instruments, be it from Europe, the Middle East, and other places for thousands of years, have either had one, maybe two string instruments, or like in Scotland, bagpipes, something that holds a drone. That's what that is. There's this constant drone that's going on behind here. So let's go down now for a little bit more of a breakdown of the sounds. Obviously, they're using the cultural instruments there. I should have taken notes before I did this, since I'm already familiar with the band. I think it's called a horseshoe. I'm not going to try to remember. I'll put links below on what these instruments are. They're not afraid in the mix of the music to keep that out front, considering at the moment there isn't any powerful guitar and stuff that's happening. So they set the pace with what they're playing, and it's when you hear something like that being played, it's very emotional. The way it's being played, it's not just sawing, if you would. And then the guitar starts to come in. It sounds like the guitar is open tuned. There is some movement, some chord or voicing movement that's happening in the acoustic guitar that's keeping at least this kind of, saunter going with the chord changes. And then obviously they're in with the Mongolian throat technique. I did say in the very first one I said Tuvan, but I learned a lesson. Thank you for you guys. And I continue. Just because I'm a composer doesn't mean I know everything. Gosh, I know 1 to 10, maybe 3 about truly, as far as I'm concerned, the world of music. But thank you guys for dropping that on me and being kind about it. So they set the tone for that. Obviously, I don't know what's going on in the words with the Mongolian Tuvan throat singing, but this lady, this girl, Lzzy Hale, oh my God, what a voice. Never heard of her, instant fan, and I'm going to find out more about her. If you folks wouldn't mind pointing me in what direction to listen of hers and her stuff. But this is about the song of women. It also it's a celebration of life, obviously, of women and the power of women. But musically, thus far, I'm just drawn into the fact that the drone is very obvious, and the journey kind of takes you in and out of this, I don't know, there's a word I'm looking for. I can't figure it out. I'll figure it out in the next half. Anyhow, let's continue to listen to this and look for that drone. I usually say, where's the one? Let's find the drone. Feel you know what? Feel it. Feel the drone. It's absolutely, and 2 chicken skins I got. She got two chicken skins in a little past listen, because when she hit the hook, I just sunk again. So anyhow, blah blah blah.
I am fire, I am water, I
Well, obviously the very last note there was a hint of what was left of that drone. So a little bit about the actual, a little bit more of a breakdown here. This is a technique in production and composition and arranging. Just because you may have one chord or two chords in a song, there's a technique of build and pull back and build even stronger and pull back and build. It doesn't have to be anywhere near complicated to actually write a great song. The things that we have here on our prog rock channel here that I'm on, with the complicated pieces, actually, you know what's been really super complicated has not been the chord types or the chord progressions, but it is the decision within a chord to become very rhythmic in playing. So you could play a chord, or if you decide to write a riff, you can go, but it's still one chord. It may be played, that riff might be over an A minor, but the guitarist and the bass player, whoever's writing, is deciding to go this way about it, but that's still only one chord. They're just deciding to write a riff, and the riff is what we hear. This track is this kind of something you might see in a movie while they're, let's say they're, the feeling of it, like they're coming in on a, you know, they're all together going, yeah, we're gonna go kick ass. We're, you know, it's got that tribal forward movement feel in a human spirit, not in Mongolian or something, but in essence, culturally, thousands of years ago, everything was about row the boat or something, you know, go take the chance and move forward kind of thing. Anyhow, I digress. What we felt through this journey were transitions in arrangements over just two chords. And I shouldn't have said just two chords. Nonetheless, the arrangements got a little more intense, a little more intense, a little more intense. As the arrangements built, so did her performance. And obviously, when the hook was coming in, it's got an exclamation point because of the harmonies. And then at the very end of this, you can hear in the back, but I thought, wow, they've got a nice guitar, like little melody that's just kind of, I went, wow, that's her. She's in the background with her background voice doing this incredible, these notes that are hanging out there, very mild melody that's happening there, while the guys have taken over to do some of their throat work, their singing. And that was insane. The tone of her voice is beautiful. I'm definitely going to go down the rabbit hole and see what else Lzzy Hale has, as well as The Who. And then finally, the bass player. I was listening and he was doing that. The bass is really kind of low and it's got a warm sound to it. They definitely didn't put any attention on the bass as far as performance of it, as far as making it boom, 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 you know, really picking down or picking or fingering, or really. It was very well played, and there was a lot of octave slides going. And that was really cool. That I felt that in the very back. Anyhow, The Who, Song of Women, featuring Lzzy Hale. A great experience. I hadn't done anything on that in a couple months, and I had this in the wings waiting to happen. So thank you guys so much. Having a wonderful time. I am going to drop one more today, and then a couple more this weekend. Yeah, so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right.